The Falcons find themselves in a precarious position. A promising lead in the NFC South has evaporated, and now they're staring down the barrel of a must-win game against the Las Vegas Raiders. 4 straight losses have dropped Atlanta to 6-7, ceding the division lead to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What does that mean? It's simple. The Falcons need to win and hope the Bucs slip up at least once down the stretch. Let's dive into this analysis and what's at stake on Monday Night Football against the Raiders. But first, Falcons fans, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss any updates, analysis, or breaking news about your favorite team. Now, let's dive in. Monday's game is critical, not only for the team's playoff hopes, but for the team's morale and future direction. One of the biggest storylines heading into this game is Kirk Cousins' performance, or lack thereof. The veteran quarterback, brought in to steady the offense, has been a shadow of his former self. In this 4-game losing streak, Cousins has thrown 8 interceptions and exactly 0 touchdown passes. It's been a turnover-filled nightmare, with Cousins dropping 4 passes and completing just 62.4% of his passes. Fans and analysts alike are wondering how much longer the team can afford to keep him before rookie Michael Penix Jr. gets a chance. Coach Raheem Morris has publicly backed Cousins, emphasizing his role as a starter on Monday night, but another poor outing could force the Falcons' hand. Speaking of Penix, let's not forget the hype surrounding the number 8 overall pick. He's had limited opportunities this season, but his preseason performances have shown promise. If Cousins falters again, there's a real chance we could see Penix take over in what could be a defining moment for the franchise. Now, let's talk defense. There's a glimmer of hope in the Falcons' passing game, which has come alive in recent weeks. Arnold Ebiketie, in particular, has been a standout, recording sacks in back-to-back games and showing the kind of relentless energy that made him a second-round pick in 2022. Along with Eddie Goldman, the defensive line has been a rare bright spot in a turbulent season. If the Falcons are going to win on Monday, they'll need that passing game to continue to apply pressure. But the defense hasn't been without its struggles. The secondary, once considered a strength, has been a liability. Last Sunday's game against the Vikings was a disaster for Atlanta's backfield. Safety Richie Grant and cornerback Mike Hughes got burned on deep plays, and Jesse Bates' blown coverage led to an embarrassing touchdown from Minnesota. That kind of inconsistency can't continue if the Falcons hope to keep their playoff hopes alive. On the offensive side, Tyler Allgeier has been a quiet hero. With Robinson taking on more pass protection duties, Allgeier has emerged as a reliable option in the backfield. His ability to convert in short yardage situations has been a key factor in keeping the offense moving, even when Cousins has struggled. Looking ahead to Monday, the storyline gets even more interesting with the possibility of Desmond Ridder starting for the Raiders. Ridder, the former Falcons QB, has a chance to play spoiler against his old team. His tenure in Atlanta ended with a disappointing 7-10 record, but a revenge game under the bright lights of Monday Night Football could make for a compelling narrative. The Raiders, however, are a struggling team. With a 2-11 record and their own quarterback issues, they are hardly a formidable opponent. Las Vegas ranks last in the league in EPA per play, and their defense has been a siege all season. This is a game the Falcons should win, but given their recent form, nothing is guaranteed. The stakes couldn't be higher. A win keeps the Falcons in the playoff hunt and gives them a chance to regain their footing in the NFC South. A loss? It's likely the end of their postseason dreams. The team's mindset, as Cousins put it, is to take it one day at a time, but fans know the clock is ticking. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Is this the week Kirk Cousins turns things around, or is it time to see what Michael Penix Jr. can do? Can the defense continue its resurgence, or will the secondary's woes haunt the team once again? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Now, let's get to it, because this week, all eyes are on Robinson and the big questions surrounding Atlanta's quarterback situation. Despite a season that seems to be hanging by a thread, Robinson has been a constant source of hope for the Falcons. The second-year running back has proven week after week why he's worth the number 8 overall pick in the 2023 NFL Draft. Even with Atlanta losing 4 straight games after a promising 6-3 start, Robinson's brilliance has shone through the chaos. On Sunday, he put on another impressive performance, racking up 92 rushing yards, a touchdown, and 101 total yards from scrimmage. But it's not just his stats that stand out. Robinson has evolved into a complete player, excelling not only as a runner and receiver, but also as one of the league's best blitz protectors. "That's what I love to do, is be a complete player," Robinson said. "When you can impact the game in multiple ways, that's when you become dynamic." Through 13 games this season, Robinson has nearly matched his rookie year output with 1,378 yards from scrimmage and 9 touchdowns. His consistency is remarkable, especially given the team's struggles at quarterback. Critics questioned Atlanta's decision to draft a running back so high in the draft, but where would the Falcons be without him now? As the Falcons prepare for a Monday night showdown with the Raiders, Robinson's matchup looks promising. The Raiders rank 14th in the NFL against the run, allowing an average of 117.6 yards per game. This is an opportunity for Robinson to continue proving the doubters wrong and, more importantly, give the Falcons a chance to stay in the playoff hunt. While Robinson continues to excel, the quarterback situation in Atlanta has been nothing short of a disaster. Kirk Cousins, signed this offseason to a guaranteed $100 million deal, started the year strong but has been in freefall over the past month. Over the past 4 games, Cousins has thrown 0 touchdowns and 8 interceptions, with his turnover issues costing the team dearly. Despite that, head coach Raheem Morris remains steadfast in his support for the veteran quarterback, reiterating that Cousins will start on Monday. However, the calls for rookie Michael Penix Jr. to take over are growing louder. Drafted 8th overall this year, Penix saw limited action but showed promise during the preseason. Still, throwing him into the fire now, with the playoffs on the line, is a risky move. Morris faces a tough decision: stick with the struggling veteran or take a chance on the untested rookie. The quarterback controversy isn't the only issue plaguing the Falcons. The defense, while showing flashes of improvement in the pass rush, has been inconsistent, particularly in the secondary. Last week's loss to the Vikings highlighted those struggles, with blown coverages leading to big plays and costly mistakes. If the Falcons are going to turn things around, they'll need the defense to step up to the plate along with Robinson's efforts. It's hard not to think about what could have been. Cousins, a Michigan State legend, has had a remarkable NFL career, but his recent struggles raise questions about how much he has left in the tank. After tearing his Achilles tendon last year with the Vikings, Cousins signed with Atlanta to chase another playoff run. Instead, the Falcons have stumbled, and the clock is ticking on both their season and Cousins' career. So, Falcons fans, what do you think? Can Robinson lead this team to a much-needed win on Monday night? Is it time to give Michael Penix Jr. a chance under center, or should the Falcons move on from Cousins? And what do you think of the way Raheem Morris has handled the quarterback situation? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget, if you haven't already, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world as we bring you all the latest Falcons news, analysis, and updates. Let's see how this team responds under the bright spotlight of Monday Night Football. Go Falcons!